the 1800s, millions of immigrants came over to the United States. They came from countries in Europe like Ireland and Germany and Russia and Britain, and also from parts of Asia like China and Japan. All of these people were seeking better lives. They were either escaping religious persecution, famine, or just plainly looking for better opportunities. The immigrants who came over were mostly farmers from rural areas. This made them lower-class citizens when they arrived in America because they had very little money. They had to build their lives from the ground up.
The Exclusion Act was passed. It was pushed forth in the 1880s by a lawyer named H.N. Clement, a nativist who went before the Senate committee and announced the evil invasion of the Chinese people. In the year of 1882, a law stated that all Chinese laborers seeking citizenship was barred from the country for 10 years. This was the first U.S. law based on racial discrimination. Working conditions.
Many places didn't offer immigrants jobs because of their race, therefore forcing them to work in tough condition jobs. They often accepted lower pay than the natives. They either worked in places called sweatshops, which indicated long hours and bad working conditions, along with lower pay and other hard labor-related jobs in both the east, west, and south parts of America. Since the immigrants worked for lower pay, many natives accused the immigrants for stealing their jobs.
Conditions. When the immigrants entered the United States and did not have anywhere to stay, they found out about the tenements. These tenements were overcrowded, unsanitary, and unsafe housing. Usually at least 18 people lived in the apartment. There were only 2 toilets installed on each floor, 1 bathtub in the kitchen of the apartment. The immigrants only had to pay $10 for their rent. Culture discrimination. With more immigrants coming in from all around the world, many new cultures were introduced into the United States. From the East Coast, many European languages and traditions were brought over. The American culture and European culture shared a few similar traits, but on the West Coast, it was a different story. Many Asian cultures were brought over that shared no similarity to American cultures. The languages were different, and they even ate with different utensils. Because of this, the Americans, especially on the West Coast, were extremely concerned that immigration would one day ruin American culture.
We propose these solutions to choose the best citizens for the United States of America. We will only accept at a maximum of 200,000 people per year using these factors. People with the best debt amount based on salary and usage of salary.
1 of 500 people per population of each country.
People with the maximum diversity of jobs.
We believe that the best solution out of these choices is picking people with the maximum diversity of jobs. This can be explained through the growth of the U.S. economy. When we have people working in all sorts of fields, we can progress as a country not only financially but also politically by raising the best future generation for our country.